This video was recommended to me in my Discord. It is called The Father of Hearthstone Became the Devil of Monetization, Review of Marvel Snap Economy. And this is by Hearthstone Mathematics. I have seen videos from them before when I play. Well, I played for a bit Mercenaries in Hearthstone, and that sucked, and I quit. I played for like a week or two, and I saw videos from them when that happened. So maybe this video is cool because they had a good video. So this caught my attention, and I said, okay, I am going to watch it for sure. I am going to watch it. Sometimes Khan is broken and sometimes he's alright. I saw this video and it feels a little bit biased, but I agree with a good amount of their points. Well, let's see what they have to say, and we will derive an opinion from there. Let's do it, brother.
Hello my friends. My name is Bot Mathematician, and this is Hello Mansa.
Also welcome the daring reporter Dora.
We are infinitely grateful that we have another opportunity to see you all again.
Today we will talk about the phenomenon of Marvel Snap, which is the baby brother of Hearthstone.
The new game is the most brazen on the market, and allows itself to use most manipulative methods of monetization.
The father of these two projects is Ben Brode. We got the impression that a cynical entrepreneur is hiding behind the mask of a cheerful developer.
So, who is Ben Brode?
Ben is not just a game designer, he is one of the fathers of
Brother, that is a... Of course, we can say that for sure because we don't know the dude. We don't personally know the dude, so we can say it for sure. But that is a good strategy, brother. Being charismatic and being, you know, a character like Ben Brode is a good way to make people trust you and then fuck them in the ass. I am not saying this is what is happening, but I am saying it is a good strategy, and a lot of scumming people do that strategy, brother. Like the president from my country, brother, was like that when he was alive. He hid behind being a charismatic person, a character, a show, and he was a piece of shit. So you have to be really careful with this. So I can see where they are coming from in this intro with Ben Brode, and they are seeing like some people say, 1 point doesn't mean nothing, but 2 points make a line. And he did it with Hearthstone, and now it is happening even worse with Marvel Snap. So, well, we are seeing here like a line or a projection.
Hearthstone. Early in development, Ben and Eric Dodds created the core of Hearthstone together. The game revolutionized the collectible card game industry.
Ben must be stupid then, because if he wanted money, he would just sell new cards 10 each. But then he would make less money. That is the thing. They have accountants on their team that they say, no, brother, that is not the way. If you make it the way it is, you are going to make more money because people are going to spend way more trying to get the card, brother. Because right now, what card costs, I did the calculation in another video, a Series 5 card costs around $200, and you're going to say to me, well, not every person buys a card for $200. Not, but enough people buy it so that it is better than just outright selling the card for $10.
And introduced this unusual genre to a huge number of players.
The affable Brode has always been the public face of Hearthstone. He has been a game director since 2016. Uncontrollable laughter and plaid shirts have become his calling card.
Your laugh is amazing.
We have to admit it, the dude is likable, brother. The dude is likable. And again, and not only that, not only is he likable, he's a great game designer, brother. Hearthstone was great, and Marvel Snap is great. So he's also a great game designer. So we don't know if he really is the one manipulating the economy. It could be someone else. Or maybe they really think this is a cool monetization. I don't know. But again, we have talked about this a lot, about the monetization, that it is just a staple in the mobile market right now. It is not just Marvel Snap, of course. It is still bullshit, and because everybody does it, it doesn't mean that it's all right. But this is the market practice right now.
No, your laugh slaughters my laugh. I thought I was finally really great at something, but no.
Ben paid great attention to communicating with the audience, gave interviews and took part in streams, but most importantly, he was always ready for a feat. When players didn't find the traditional song in the Journey to Ngoro cinematic trailer, he performed his iconic rap to smooth over the disappointment.
Hey there, don't be scared, my name is Ben Brode. I read a thread on Reddit and it said that I should sing an ode.
Ben was an integral part of Hearthstone, and was very much loved by the community.
In 2018, Brode announced his departure from Blizzard. For the players it was really a tragedy. Later, he created his own game studio Second Dinner, and gradually poached the main members of the Hearthstone team.
Some players speculated that Blizzard was limiting his freedom of action and he no longer wanted to depend on the gaming giants. But it looks like the Second Dinner crew sold their soul to another devil. After some time, it was announced that the new studio had received a Marvel license and $30 million from NetEase to create a new card game.
Most of the famous developers have already left.
By the way, they have stated, of course, they can say whatever, no? But they have stated several times that there is no strings attached, that they are in business with people that invested money in them, like, I don't know, NetEase, Nuverse, whatever. But that their decisions are not impacted by them, not even by Disney or whatever. That 100% of the decisions are up to Second Dinners. That is what they have said. I am not saying this is true. I am saying that we have to note that Second Dinner has stated this. It can be true, it can be a lie, I don't know. But if it is true, then it is all falls back into Second Dinner. And if it is a lie, it is also kind of at Second Dinner because they are lying to us, you know. However you look at it, they are guilty for the stupid economy on the game, brother. Brother, Cosmic Bear, brother, Cosmic Beard. It is Beard, brother. I always pronounce Beard, Beard, whatever. Cosmic Beard, brother, how you doing, my brother? I am great. We matched against each other yesterday. I was just farming boosters, so I just snapped and gave you the 8 cubes, brother. What rank are you, by the way? I think the way they release new cards is fucked, and the way they are doing patches too, but I hope they can fix that fast, but who knows? Well, I am going to tell you. I don't think they are going to fix any of those anytime soon. I hope they do. I really hope they do, brother. I love the game. I want it to be good. I am creating content for the game. I want the game to do good, so my channel also does good. But what I am seeing from them is that they are really slow, that they take ages to fix something, that sometimes something that we see as a problem, they don't see as a problem. The design philosophy is weird, so I don't see anything becoming better on the short term. Maybe in a month or two they come up with something that makes it a little bit better, but they have already said that they aren't going to change the Series 5 shit, and they are doubling down on it with the cards that are remaining into Series 5 with the first edition badge. They are telling us they are going to keep releasing cards into Series 5. That is their goal for now. So what they could do is give us a lot more tokens so it doesn't feel that shit, but they are going to still hold us hostages somehow to pressure you into spending money. That is how it works in the mobile game. They aren't going to let the economy go until it is hurting the bottom line. When the bullshit goes down so fast that they are start losing money because the economy is bullshit, they are going to tweak it to improve it so people think it is from their goodness of their heart. But it is because it is starting to hurt the bottom line. But as long as that isn't like that and they are making a good profit, this is going to continue to happen, brother. I don't believe that Disney has their hand in anything with their IP. Well, in the movies they do, right? But here in the game, I don't think so. Just Second Dinner does whatever they want. They've been aware of these issues for a minute. Exactly, brother. They've been aware of the matchmaking for months. They've been aware of the ranking system for months. They've been aware of the Series 5 bullshit and the tokens for months. And the only solution we are starting to see is that they are putting more pay to win in the game with the Token Tuesdays. Just that little bit is the only improvement we have seen. And they always say, we have something in the stuff, we have something in a store for you guys, but it is down the line. No EDA. We don't know. Everything takes a fucking long time. And the balance, brother. Let's not start with the balance with this bullshit that they released a patch that was a month later for a meta that didn't exist anymore, and they completely warped the fucking game with that patch, brother. They don't know what they are fucking doing with this shit, dude. I'm at like 101. I've been grinding boosters out too. Oh, that is cool, brother. That is cool. I am like 107. I was 111, but I am farming boosters, so I am dropping ranks like crazy. Disney owns Marvel. If someone is using the license, Disney clears it. You think they could add a skin for Captain America with an accessible need? Of course not. Disney will never let them. Well, in that case, of course. Of course that would happen. But in terms of this design space that we are talking about, like if you give me more tokens or not, or if you don't release every new card into Series 5 or not, I don't believe Disney is that involved. You know that, like, Disney is not going to come, hey brother, you are giving them too many tokens, change that bullshit. I don't think that is how it works. But it could work like that. I could be wrong. Of course I could.
Blizzard to pursue their own game projects without the negative influence of cynical executives, but how many new successful projects have been born? Managing the development process is a real challenge that can confirm or refute the talent of developers. So did Ben pass this test?
But before we continue, I want to thank our new patron, Oleg Zuev. Dear friend, thank you for joining the team of mathematicians. And special thanks to our permanent patrons for their reliable support.
Guys, this video wouldn't exist without your help.
We also want to thank our new subscribers.
Brother,
Dear
I'm
friends,
broke.
thanks
Should
to you,
I
our community is getting
make
bigger.
a patron too?
You also have a chance to get into this list if you subscribe to our channel. But as far as I know, there is only one technical condition. On your channel page, the subscription section should not be hidden. This is the only way we can see your nickname.
Marvel Snap made a bold entry into the industry a few months ago.
Okay, we are
The
back,
game
boys.
does
We are
not
back.
care about the well-established rules. Snap has its own unique strategy. Judge for yourself. While most of the card games that came out after the success of Hearthstone attracted players with complex gameplay and a loyal progression system, Ben Brode's new game offers casual gameplay with an incredibly expensive economy.
The game did not impress me
That
with
is
its
true.
visual style and animations. To my taste, it looks like a good mobile indie game from a small studio, nothing more. But the
Brother, I can see that being true, but at the same time, the art in the game is beautiful, brother. You have to admit it, that is beautiful, and some cards have great animations. I played Hearthstone, I played Gwent, and brother, the thing where you play a card from your hand and the card does an animation, no other game has that I have played. Only Marvel Snap. So in that side, Marvel Snap is awesome. Yes, the UI is clunky sometimes. Yes, it can be better. Yes, it is too mobilely designed, and I want to see what they do with the PC version with wide screen. I can see that, but at the same time, the art in the game is beautiful. The effects are cool. What we need is that you give us boards, brother. Give us a different board than the fucking asteroid that is too. I am bored of the asteroid, brother. Open a GoFundMe to help fund your hunt for the Mike Titan. But saying that second dinner has full control is a lie, even if it's mostly true. At the end of the day, Disney has the final say. That's why I say that is what they say. You know, that, I don't know. That is what they say, that they have no strings attached and they can do whatever the fuck they want.
The strengths of the game are different. Marvel Snap consists of two ingenious features. The first one is the gameplay. Everything is very simple and intuitive. In each battle, you will be offered 3 random locations. You should get more points on 2 of them, using cards featuring iconic Marvel
We
heroes.
know this, of course.
Each location has unique effects.
But they
the
are
gameplay
saying
is
it
very
because they are making a video for a Hearthstone audience. So that is why they are explaining the rules of the game briefly.
dynamic and perfectly adapted to the mobile platform. It is no accident that Snap won Best Mobile Game at the Game Awards. At the same time, the game does not claim to be an esports discipline. Marvel Snap is just a mobile game without huge ambitions and plans.
The second brilliant feature is monetization. We have never seen such a terrible progression system in modern collectible card games, and yet
True and real. Brother, there are people chilling for Marvel Snap saying, no, this progression system is unique and it's cool and it's different than anything else. They are just trying to justify the bullshit. This is the worst fucking progression system that I have ever seen in my life. Not only in card games, in any fucking game that I have played. Maybe there is something worse out there. And you can say to me, no, I played whatever and it is worse. Probably. But from the things that I have played, this is the worst fucking thing.
yes, It is cheeky, brazen and ingenious at the same time. This is a kind of copy of Diablo Immortal.
I'll be honest, and I have said that to you many times. I tolerate the economy and the collection system because I like the game. So I tolerate that part just to be able to play the game. If the game sucked, this was just an airplane going to the ground, brother. The gameplay is carrying this fucking game, dude.
In the genre of collectible card games but without years of development and premium visuals.
Unlike Hearthstone, Marvel Snap has a very complex structure with different currencies, factors, and element. We will try to describe it as simply as possible in general terms.
In order to receive new cards, you must gradually climb the endless collection level road. Improving the visual appearance of cards will increase
Sentry, brother. I opened Sentry some days ago. That was stupid. But at least I opened Null, brother. So it was like something good and something bad.
your level. For this you need two resources, credits and boosters. Credits are a strictly limited resource that players receive as a reward for completing quests and activities, or can be purchased with money.
Oh, brother, what you are saying is true too, Herc. What you are saying is completely true. I don't know how I forgot about that. Having the Marvel IP is also carrying the game. That is completely true, brother. The gameplay is cool, but if it wasn't for Marvel characters, the gameplay wouldn't be enough, right? So it's a combination of the gameplay plus being a Marvel IP that people like the characters. I love the characters, brother. You guys know this. I am so happy because Kang is into the game and I am waiting for him just because he's Kang the Conqueror. I even didn't care if he was good or if he was bad. I just wanted to have Kang. So yes, that is completely true. The Marvel IP is also making a lot of carrying here. So the gameplay plus the Marvel IP is carrying this bullshit collection track system. I know that they can make an old system like the booster packs, you know, because the game has few cards and you have a 12 card deck where cards are unique and you don't have duplicates. So the system, how it is in Hearthstone, that you open a pack with, let's say, 3 cards in this case, it is not sustainable for them. I understand that. They had to come with something new. Brother, but what you came up with is stupid. It's bullshit. It sucks. You can do better than this for sure. The problem is that you don't want to do better than this because this is what you think makes you the most money. That is the problem. Really, I really hope they don't kill this game. I only downloaded the game because it was Marvel. Probably would have never played it otherwise, even if the gameplay was the same. You are completely true, brother. You are on the money here with that take.
Boosters are a kind of token, unique for each card. They can be obtained at the end of each match for one random card from your deck. The more games you take part in, the more boosters you get. Boosters, in the vast majority of cases, cannot be bought for money. After collecting enough boosters for a certain card and credits, you can begin to gradually improve.
You don't need boosters, we all know this, so it doesn't really matter if you can buy them directly with money. You can buy them with credits, by the way. You can do it, but it is one of the worst things you can do with your credits, if not the worst.
This will increase your collection level and give you the opportunity to receive various rewards, including chests, which may contain a random new card.
Why did the development team, having experience working on the economy of Hearthstone, come up with such a complex system?
In our opinion, this is done to deliberately manipulate the players, in order to instill in them a false sense of progress. If you spend a lot of time in the game, you will be able to collect an infinite number of boosters, which may seem like progress, although they are completely useless without credits.
Exactly.
The limited number of credits will not allow you to progress too fast. But under these conditions, active players have much more reason to buy credits for real money in order to use their boosters. I spent about 3 months in the game, and I didn't even imagine how much the progress system was misleading me, until I did some rough calculations.
Climbing the collection level road, you will find chests that can hide new cards for your collection. But there is one very big catch. All cards in chests are divided into 5 different pools by rarity. In the beginning, you will collect random cards from the first pool fairly quickly, and
all was fine and dandy when it was only 3 pools. And they announced the token shop so you can target one of the pool 3 cards. But what we didn't know is that these people added 2 more cities with a fucking rarity a stupid rarity in Series 5 with no pity timer, and this completely fucked up the game. And you say, well, it doesn't matter if there are some ultra rare cards, and I would agree with you if there were only 3 cards. But no, every new card goes into this bullshit, and that is what you when you present the problem. Nobody cares about new cards because no one can get them because they are put behind an enormous paywall. And if you know how the token shop works, you know that it rotates every 8 hours for just one card, and it is also a form of bullshit. You have to be checking up your phone to see if the card you want showed up. The system is completely stupid, brother, and every time I really think about it, I don't know how we put up with it, brother, because when I'm thinking about it, it fucking pisses me off. I only managed to do it because I don't think about that shit, because it fucking pisses me off that they are getting away with releasing every new card into Series 5 that is a rarity, that has no pity timer, that the possibility of opening it just in a chest is 0.25%, so you aren't going to open the card you want in a fucking box, that the only opportunity you have to buy it is in the fucking token shop, and it rotates every 8 hours, so you don't see you cannot see the card pop up in your shop. Like today, Kang was released today. I want to buy Kang. I have my tokens ready for Kang, and he didn't show up in my shop, of course, and I don't know where it is going to fucking happen. And then you have that to buy the card, it is a Series 5 card, you have to pay 6k fucking tokens. That we already did the calculations another day, and 6k tokens is about $200, brother. $200 for a fucking card. Now they are introducing the new bundles, which are making tokens more available. Maybe it is cheaper like that. We have to do the math again, but in the system without those bundles, it is $200. So how the fuck are we playing this shit, brother, where new cards are just ghosts, brother? Nobody know that these cards exist because nobody can get them. Nobody is hyped up about new cards. Nobody cares. Oh cool, a new card was released. Who gives a fuck? Every new card going to Series 5 is crazy. They need to completely exactly. That is the worst part, and that is the way you fix this. Make every new card go into Series 4. There, a quick fix for this shit, and let into Series 5 only Kang, Thanos, and Galactus, and everybody's happy. Hoorah! They should make pool 6 and put the big bats there, and then make pool 5 make more cheap. I don't know if that makes sense. Just every new card into Series 4, and you leave in Series 5 only the 3 big bats. Done.
After getting all of them, you can move on to collecting cards from the second series, which will take you a little longer. After completing the collection, you will be able to find cards from other pools in the chests, but the chests will no longer contain a guaranteed card.
For example, the chance of getting a card from the third pool will be 47%, but will subsequently be reduced to 22%. The chance of getting a card from the fourth pool will be 2.5%, and the chance of getting a card from the fifth pool is only 0.25%. These are the rarest cards. Moreover,
every time I see this graph, that I have seen it a lot of times, it fucking pisses me off. Do we need a system so convoluted, brother? No, we don't, but it is intentionally convoluted, so you are confused about this and that, and you don't know how much money you are really spending in this shit. They are misleading and manipulating you, brother, and me too. I was earlier talking about how I never spend money on the game, and I just buy the season pass, but now I am thinking about buying the Mystique Momoko bundle because it offers good value if you compare it to buying gold outright. And even me, I am thinking, brother, I should spend those $20 because it is better in gold than just buying the gold directly. I have to buy the Momoko variant because it offers good value, but in reality you are paying $20 for a fucking JPEG in a mobile game. That is worthless in life, brother. Are you understanding what I am trying to say? They are screwing with our minds. Even if you are aware, you fall for it, brother. It is so stupid, dude.
The pity timer does not work for them.
Every week, one new card is added to the game that has the maximum rarity and the minimum chance of getting in the fifth pool. Every month, Cards are downgraded from Series 5 to 4, and then 4 to 3, making room for new cards.
There are almost no crafting tools in the game, but you can use special tokens that can be found in the chest. Every day a new offer appears in the store with one random card that you don't have yet. If you have enough tokens you can purchase it. This is the easiest way to get high rarity cards.
What does this mean for free-to-play
It is
players?
the only way to get the Series 5 card you want. Because yes, there are people that have opened a Series 5 card. I have never opened a Series 5 card, by the way, in a box. But there are people that have opened a Series 5 card, but it doesn't guarantee that it is the one you want. To get the one you want, the only real way you have is through the token shop. It is the only real way. So that contradicts what the developers said when they launched the token shop, when they said, we don't want the token shop to be the primarily way that people acquire cards. Well, motherfucker, then how the fuck am I going to get Thanos or Galactus or Kang? I am not going to get them in a box. I have to do it in the token shop.
Dear friends, we have a very bad conclusion now. The economy of this game is a real hell for you, especially if your goal is to get the entire collection of cards. Over time, you will collect all the cards of Series 3 and 4, but the 5th pool will always be closed to you. Imagine that the developers add only legendary cards to the game, which will be in early access for several months, mainly only for premium players. Without significant investment, the chance of access to them will be incredibly.
That would make people mad in Hearthstone, brother. People would be, bro, this sucks, and would make them change that shit in a day. But we are taking it like good little boys, brother, because it is how it is. No, fix this shit, brother.
Small. You will be.
And I say no, and I am just going to continue play the game like everyone else, brother. This shit makes me mad because what the fuck can I do, brother? Not play the game. That is what I can do. Not play the game. I am not going to do that, brother.
Be able to get them only after a few months, when they change their rarity and become epic. But by that time, new broken cards will be released, which will be available only to premium players. There can be no talk of a fair competitive environment.
Of course, you probably won't need all the cards from the 5th pool, but this
and you have seen it in tournaments, brother. What are the strongest decks in tournaments? In the last tournaments, Thanos has been the most powerful card in tournaments. So if you don't have Thanos, you are of course you can still win a tournament. You can do it. There are tournaments that have been won with decks without Thanos. But you are just looking at a disadvantage before even entering the tournament, because objectively speaking, Thanos gives you an advantage, brother. So yes, you have this hurts the competitive scene too, because if you don't have access to the Series 5 cards that are strong, like in this case Thanos, you are at a disadvantage before entering the tournament. And that can happen in the future when one card releases. There is a tournament next week, and this week an ultra powerful card is released and you don't get it because you don't have money, then you are at disadvantage in the tournament next week because that card is the nuts, you know. So this preemptively you should know that this scenario could rise up, and you should try to think about a way to not make it happen. But it is going to happen someday if you keep this watching. The meta is kind of pay to win. Of course it is, brother. Of course it is. Shuri is powerful. Galactus is powerful. Thanos is powerful. And apparently, we don't know yet, just the first day, but apparently Kang is powerful too. Season pass cards are worse as free to play. They are meta defining and take months to get. When it was Silver Surfer and Sabu that were really powerful, free-to-play players that don't get the season passes felt awful, brother. They felt awful because they said we don't have the season pass, and the Silver Surfer and Sabu are really strong and we didn't get them, brother. And they were dominating the meta game, and that can happen in the future again. Some people say that Hitmonkey is going to be really, really strong, the season pass card for April. So that can happen again in the future.
Approach is extremely manipulative. Cards are added to the game weekly. Your favorite content creators are already experimenting with new cards in their decks, but you are not allowed access to them, especially if you are a free-to-play player. Moreover,
depending on the content creator, it isn't like that either, because I can do it either, brother. And I have seen, I saw the video or watched the video from Educated Collins where he said he is like me. He doesn't spend money on the game either, only for the pass. And he doesn't even have a full Series 3 collection, so he can't experiment with these cards either. So there are some content creators that do it because they see it as an investment, and it is, let's be honest. But there are some content creators that we don't do it in any way.
The rarity system and the lack of crafting tools will severely limit the variety and effectiveness of decks available to you. This leads to the fact that very often you will not have one key card to try something new.
Things are much better for premium players, but only if they are willing to pay a lot of money. Here are some very rough calculations. For example, if you are willing to invest $100 to buy credits, this will only allow you to get on average 4 cards from the 3rd series. Of course, this is only if you have enough boosters. In other words, you may be forced to grind. Free-to-play players will need approximately 2 weeks to receive this reward. If you want to get enough tokens to buy 1 card from the 5th series, then you will have to invest about $300, while free to...
Exactly, we did this calculation. I rounded it down, as I said, to 200, because when you spend $300, they give you extra stuff in there like gold and credits that makes it cheaper, for say it somehow, you know, that you progress to get the Series 5 faster if you only spend $200. So in theory, it is not $300. In theory, it's like $220 or something like that. In reality, it ends up being something like $220.
Free-to-play players will need to spend a month and a half, provided that they have already collected all the cards of the 3rd pool. During this time, 6 new cards will be added to the 5th pool. This approach leads to direct discrimination against the not rich and free-to-play players.
But that's not enough for Ben Brode. Marvel Snap contains pay-to-win elements. Every month, the developers offer players to buy a battle.
But this is the thing. Yes, of course, Marvel Snap contains pay-to-win element. By the way, I sometimes see people in Reddit saying Marvel Snap is not pay-to-win, and I say, what the fuck is this person thinking, brother? Marvel Snap is, of course, pay-to-win, and they say no because there are people that don't pay money and get to infinite, and there are people that pay money and don't get to infinite. Well, brother, that is what you call anecdotal evidence. Yes, I know that there are these outliers, brother, but when you see at the meta tier list, you see that the 5 strongest decks are pay to win shit with Galactus, Thanos, and Shuri. So if you have these cards, you have a breeze through the ranks, brother, if you know what you are doing. Of course, there are people that say, oh, but I have Shuri and Thanos and Galactus and I don't climb. Yes, because you suck, brother, because you suck. People that have these cards and know what they are doing climb easy. The game is obviously pay to win. And say to me, in the season with Sabu, wasn't the game pay to win in the season with Sabu, brother? There was no way of obtaining Sabu in the game if you didn't buy Sabu. The only way of doing it is buying it with the $10 that the season pass cost. And it was at that moment the strongest card in the game. So it was fucking pay to win, wasn't it, brother? I don't know how these people reason, brother, how their brain works when they say the game isn't pay to win, my dude. How do you characterize them paying to win? Pay to win is paying money and getting an advantage in the game, isn't it? Or do you want them to give you the wins with a bow, and that is the only way you call it pay to win? If you can buy infinite, that is how you call pay to win. Well, if I buy infinite, it is pay to win. Well, they aren't going to do that. Right, that is fucking stupid. But you are buying the cards that allow you to get to infinite easier, and that is fucking pay to win, brother. Of course it is.
Battle Pass for $10.
But what I wanted to say with that, I completely went on a tangent in there, was that they said again, like, Ben Brode did this, and we don't know for sure. I am not either defending nor attacking Ben Brode. Of course he can be the reason, but he can also just let that part of the game to another team, you know. Maybe he's the one with the final choice. I don't know. I am just saying that they again emphasized on Ben Brode being the culprit, and we don't know for sure. He could be, but he could not be.
Which allows premium players to get exclusive access to one new card. Very often this card is broken and defines the metagame. During the month, this card cannot be obtained in any other way. This is another way.
I just said it. We saw it happen. We saw it happen. So if you didn't pay, you didn't have Sabu, and Sabu was the strongest card in the game. What the fuck is that? Isn't that pay to win, brother? They will always choose greed. China is a better season pass card, but then nobody would be enticed to buy it. Exactly, and that is something that makes me fear for the future of the game, because I assure you, and they have the numbers and the data, and I guarantee you that the Silver Surfer and the Sabu Season Pass sold better than the Morok Season Pass. Why? Because the cards were stronger, brother. You know what I'm saying? So it is not the fault of the customer. The customer is going to buy what they think is better for them. But this gives you an idea of how you can make more money. If you give them a more powerful card in the season pass, we make more money because people will buy it more. You know, I guarantee you that Modok is selling better, lower, and I guarantee you that Nimrod is also going to sell less than the Sabu and the Silver Surfer. It is a fucking guarantee, and this is dangerous because they can see at the data and say we have to put better cards into the shit so we sell more season passes. You know, I don't know if they will do it, but I say this is dangerous. I don't know why this community like to get ass fucked so hard, brother, and they defend the ass fucking. They are fucking you in the ass, and they say, oh, this is alright, brother, this is alright. It isn't that bad getting fucked in the ass. Fuck that shit, brother. Like I saw a tweet of someone saying the meta is pay to win and the people were losing their shit. Exactly, people defend it. It is not like that. Motherfucker. Pay to win, sure, but more so pay to fun. Everyone should be able to have fun with the game regardless of if they are rich. And that is completely true, brother. That is completely true. And I don't have Thanos, but people say Thanos is really fun to play because of the Infinity Gems giving you so many possibilities. And that is fun. So I can't have fun with Thanos unless I pay the 6K tokens. But I am going to buy him to open in a box, brother. You know this. You know that I am going to open him in a box. All they gotta do is buff pool 3. Bro, Sabumera was so fucked. Bro, Sabumera was stupid, brother. All they gotta do is not release new cards into Series 5. That is what they have to do. A lot of people want to have fun with Khan, but only rich people can, and poor people are stuck with FOMO. It really sucks. Well, I can buy... I don't spend money on the game, and I can buy Khan, but I have let go of a lot of stuff. For example, Thanos. If I buy Thanos, then I can buy Khan, you know. So I am letting something cool go to be able to get another cool something, you know.
Way to humiliate free-to-play players. The system is designed in such a way that you always have the opportunity to pay money. Even investing a huge amount of money won't get you any closer to having a complete collection as new rarer cards are released regularly.
And that is the bullshit shit with this game, brother. Bullshit shit, what is that? That is the stupid thing with this game. That even if you whale, well, now it is getting better with the Token Tuesdays. But before, even whaling, it was fucked. You spend 100, 200, 300 bucks in the game and you see that you get nothing. So what is the incentive? So they managed to make the first game where free-to-play players are unhappy and whales are unhappy. Nobody is happy in this shit, brother. What is this, bro? This is insane. This is breaking every record, every logical thing in the universe, dude.
Sometime.
Yazaros, if you could only own either Thanos or Kang, which would you pick? Kang, 100%. I don't have to even think about it. Kang, brother, 100%. I don't care if he sucks. I don't care if he's good, and I don't care if Thanos is good. I just like Kang more.
Ago, Second Dinner posted the news about the nerfing of 2 broken cards from previous battle passes that
they are
players
saying it
accessed
right.
for $10. Balance changes are a very important part of creating a healthy competitive environment, but Marvel Snap will not offer players any compensation.
Let's be honest, Hearthstone isn't a cheap game, and it also has its downsides. The Hearthstone team also resorts to various manipulations, which is a normal practice for games as a service. But the
exactly, we said it earlier. Every game tries to manipulate you, brother, but in Marvel Snap, they are doing a research story of how much a human being can take, brother. That is what they are doing.
Hearthstone economy has never contained tricks that can fool you. The economy of the game is very simple. Getting a collection of cards has always had a finite cost thanks to the pity timer. At the same time, the crafting system plays a huge role in reducing the cost.
Exactly.
Players don't need to grind.
And they are adamant, really adamant in Marvel Snap for not giving you a crafting system. The token shop is their version of the crafting system, but we all know the token shop sucks, don't we?
Grinding or complete difficult conditions to get 1 or 2 tier 1 decks for free. The only advantage a premium player can get over a free 2-play player is the ability to collect an entire collection of cards. In turn, free 2-play players can get a complete collection of useful cards without much effort. Moreover, Hearthstone will not deprive you of any benefit if you miss a few days in the game, and also will not force you to grind, since this process has little efficiency and is almost meaningless. But Marvel Snap has a very different philosophy. For effective progression, you must return to Marvel Snap twice a day, as daily quests appear several times throughout the day. Also,
and if you want to check your token shop, you have to do it 3 times a day, brother, because it rotates 3 times. So if I want to check about Kang, I have to check that shit every 8 hours, brother. Tell me this isn't bullshit.
So, you must collect the daily login reward so as not to lose the benefit. And your game sessions should be long enough to complete all the tasks and get enough boosters. I can't believe these 2 games have the same parents. Blizzard are angels compared to the independent second dinner studio.
But the main paradox is that with all the shortcomings and features of the progression system, the game is extremely effective. This blatantly greedy and discriminatory approach generates over $10 million a month, which is about 5 times the revenue of Hearthstone on mobile platforms.
And that is why I say, are you looking at these numbers? Then tell me, why the fuck do you need this shit, brother? You are making a lot of money with the bundles, you are making a lot of money with the gold, with the season passes. Why do you need more, brother? You can give me new cards into Series 4 or 3. You can do it and not affect your bottom line. This is too much greed, motherfucker. This is too much greed, dude.
Moreover, it is the most profitable card game in the market. And this is the main genius of this approach to monetization. Investment returned in the first 3 months after the release. Now the game brings profit to its creators and investors. Based on the visual style of the game, I don't think that most of the profits will go to the development and support.
And that is another thing that pisses me off. You are making 20 millions a month and you take 2 months to fix something stupid in the client. Brother, you reinvest the money in the game, brother. That is something that pisses me off the fuck too. You can't even do a stupid shit in the game. Like, I don't know, seeing who made the art for the card in several parts of the game. You can check your mailbox in the PC version of the game. There are so many stupid things, like you can see discarded cards, you can see the soiled cards in the history of the game. You can see all of this bullshit because the client is shit. Invest that money in the game, motherfucker. You are making bank.
I don't believe Marvel Snap will go down in gaming history, but this game will definitely be a trend maker.
Only one conclusion can be drawn. Ben Brode's approach is vastly better than Blizzard's, as Hearthstone's little brother makes significantly more money. And only this factor is the most important in the modern game industry.
While friendly Gwent is dying and Hearthstone is losing profits, Ben and the team have created a greedy, arrogant but very talented monster that has every chance of living a very long life. I am sure that this is the dream of most big studios, but they are not so confident in their games to integrate such manipulative systems.
Only one thing upsets us. We did not expect that the best developers who created Hearthstone left Blizzard to create an ingenious but very greedy mobile game that will intentionally mislead players.
Exactly, they say ingenious, and yes, brother, I have said this several times. The game is revolutionary. They made a beautiful game in terms of gameplay. They created something completely new that isn't like anything else, brother. The game is revolutionary, brother. But then they go and fuck it over with this shit, and they don't need it. They have a beautiful game. They have the Marvel IP. You can have some form of manipulation in there, but everything you do feels bad, brother. There is not a single thing that feels good. The season pass is shit because it is FOMO bullshit, and the only reward that matters, let's be honest, is the card. the token shop is FOMO bullshit and it is stupid with the prices. The variant shop is FOMO bullshit and it is stupid with what it offers you. The variant bundles are expensive as fuck. You are paying $100 for a fucking JPEG in a game. Brother, you're making bank in the game with bullshit that is useless and that feels bad to get. You can still make a fuck ton of money without screwing us, brother. Why don't we go to a middle ground? Why everything you do has to be greedy and fuck us over? Why everything has to be like that? You can tone it down a little bit, at least with card acquisition, and you will still making a lot of money with variants, brother. Have you seen the Reddit threads? People are crazy about variants, and yes, there is people like me that don't give a fuck about variants, but the majority of people care about variants, and people will still get gold for bundles that you sell for variants, for the normal variants. People will still get the season pass. People will still try to climb the collection track. Why the fuck does every new card needs to be in Series 5? Why everything has to be so greedy, motherfucker? You are already making money. I doubt Ben has full control. The game is making so much money. Why would other exits want to mess with it? And that is the thing. Now that they are making money, hey, don't change it because we are making bank. We have to keep making money. They have money, but take months to fix something no one cares about. Exactly. Even if Ben wants to fix the economy, I'm sure there are other people who don't because they are getting rich. Exactly. Exactly.
I have always been a great fan of Ben Brode, and did not expect that behind the mask of a friendly genius developer was hiding a very cynical and brilliant businessman who surpasses Bobby Kotick in greed.
Watch out, Blizzard, you've given birth to the devil.
Finally, we can't wait to hear your opinion. What do you think of Hearthstone's little brother?
Do you think Ben Brode's methods are fair?
Do you think Ben is guilty of the fact that he created a too attractive product for which players are ready to pay a lot of money? Are you ready to turn a blind eye to manipulative and unfair monetization in a free-to-play game with interesting and unique gameplay? Share your thoughts in the comments and join the voting on our community.
Brother, I feel like I'm doing it because I continue to play the game and I continue to create content about the game. Brother, I talk about this bullshit all the time, brother. But the gameplay is good. So yes, I am betting with the monetization to be able to play the gameplay. But I always talk shit about this and I try to create awareness and try to make people know that this is shit. Maybe the feedback with the community can do something in the future. But we are seeing the attitude that Second Dinner has towards feedback, or they disregard it completely, or when they take it into account, they don't completely fix it, they just make it a little better, and to even do that, they take months and months, brother. So yes, brother, this pisses me off. It is fun talking about this, but at the same time, it fucking pisses me off. So I don't know, bro. The video was cool. Of course, it was like more directed at the Hearthstone audience to explain to them how shitty Marvel Snap is. But I like the video. It made me talk about cool stuff about the game. So yes, there we go.